Stop whatever you're doing, because once you hear what just exploded in Atlanta's reality scene, you won't look at a single filtered post from Bambi the same way again. Every happy family pic. Fake every crocodile tear shed on that reunion couch. Manipulated, and every sweet promise Scrappy made to protect his home. Shattered. You thought you knew their story. You don't even know the opening credits. It all started with a whisper, a late-night call, a mistake that should have stayed buried but didn't, a secret DNA test, a burner phone conversation that never should have been recorded, and a lawyer, yes, a whole legal repu swears this is just the beginning of the end. And who's breaking this storm open? Not a messy blog, not a shady cousin with screenshots, it's Scrappy himself, stepping in front of every camera, holding his head high, looking straight into the lens and saying 5 words that shook the culture. I got the papers. I got the tapes. He didn't flinch. He didn't stutter. He wasn't scared. That man looked into the soul of every viewer and said, I'm done pretending. Bambi, she's been scrambling ever since, like a brand ambassador with overdue invoices, deleting old texts, ghosting exes, trying to plug every leak like a sinking ship made of lies. But the streets, oh, they're not buying it this time. No influencer lighting. No Bible quotes in the caption. No cute baby filters. Because the receipts, they're brutal, they're court-stamped, and the betrayal, it's biological, word on the street. Even Mama D fainted when she found out who the real father might be. That's how deep this goes. We're not talking about cheating. We're talking about rewriting bloodlines. You better hold on to your tea, because what's coming next is going to end deals, end friendships, and maybe even careers. Let's rewind this real-life soap opera before we hit play on the destruction. A few months ago, quiet whispers started circling Atlanta's tight barbershop circuits. Scrappy had been asking around. Not for a new fade, not for some gossip. He was searching for something very specific, a discreet DNA testing service. At first, everyone laughed it off. Scrappy? Bambi? No way she'd play him like that. Not after everything. Not with a baby involved. Not with that image she curated so well, matching outfits, cute couple TikToks, heartstring-tugging posts, with captions about healing and growth. But Scrappy, he wasn't laughing. He noticed the signs first. The baby's middle name. Something off. Bambi had insisted on it. Turns out, it matched an old flame from her pre-love and hip-hop past. A name Scrappy had heard in passing, once upon a time, when Bambi was just a storyline addition, not a wife. That's when his stomach twisted. Then came the sketchy girl trips. The burner phone hidden behind her glam kit. One night, he woke up, walked past the bathroom, and heard her whispering, "To my cousin and collie," she said. Yeah, right. Scrappy didn't scream. He didn't fight. He played it smart. He called in a private investigator. The same one who trailed Kirk Frost back in the day, yes, that one. Booked, busy, and deadly accurate. In under a week, the man had data pings, late-night GPS signals, and most damning of all, a voice recording of Bambi, laughing, bragging about having a safety net in case Scrappy ever acted up. A safety net, and a side baby. Then came the DNA test. Scrappy waited until Bambi was distracted, shooting a skincare collab in the backyard, probably filming a soft life vlog. He swabbed the baby himself, mailed the sample out with priority, paid double for express results. Then he waited. The day the results hit, he was on tour, backstage with his team. Word is, he looked at his phone and calmly told his manager, "Cancel tonight's show. I'm flying home." Nobody could reach him for hours. Then the next morning, boom, an Insta story drops. Black screen. One line in white. Sometimes the blood ain't thicker than betrayal. Atlanta exploded. Fan pages lost their collective minds. Bambi's comments turned into a digital crime scene. One user wrote, "Girl, you were really out here playing The Sims with this man's life." Another posted a gif, "With you are not the father, sis." Bambi tried damage control, posted a praying hands emoji. No tags, no caption, except God knows the truth. But see, receipts don't care about prayers. Mama D, she wasn't about to let it go. She grabbed her iced Hennessy, tilted her crown, wig to the side, and fired up her Instagram live. 85,000 viewers tuned in to hear her declare, "I begged my baby not to trust that lace-front liar. I knew she was dressing up a mess." She sipped, tilted her glass, and declared, "Now I'm finally about to be the grandmother I was always meant to be to my real bloodline. Not this confusion." The comments were on fire. Crown emojis everywhere. Fans clapped every time she called Bambi a discount storyline. Even Bambi's so-called spiritual advisor, the woman who once sprinkled Florida water around her doorway, ghosted her. Even Mona Scott Young was said to be pacing the halls at VH1 trying to figure out if this chaos could be stretched into a 3-part reunion special, because if it's filmed, it's gonna print coins. And here's where it got colder. Scrappy wasn't done. A source close to his legal team said he's going for full custody, retroactive child support investigation, and get this spousal repayment. Yep, because as he told his lawyer, if I fed lies for years, she can feed herself now. Fans started combing through old episodes like they were CSI, looking for signs. The baby shower. Bambi wouldn't make eye contact. The confessionals. Viewers said her tears weren't for Scrappy, they were for the side dude. Reddit threads lit up, we missed the signs. And just when people thought it couldn't go deeper, an anonymous VH1 intern leaked word of raw footage from a cutscene where Bambi is on FaceTime saying, "Scrappy think he the daddy, let him, it's good TV." Then came a voice memo, posted by a messy blog, claimed to be Bambi, talking to an ex. It was grainy, muffled but clear enough. "Ain't no man gonna chain me down with no ring and no baby. I do me. Always have, always, will." And then the meltdown began. Right after Scrappy posted that black screen Insta story, Bambi disappeared. No posts. No sightings. 12 hours of total silence. Then at 3 a.m., she went live, barefaced, sitting on the floor, surrounded by candles. Looking like she was summoning ancestors for a plot twist rewrite. Tearfully, she said, "People don't know what I've carried. People don't know how I've suffered in silence." One fan commented, "Girl, this ain't euphoria, where are the papers?" Another typed, "You didn't suffer, you scammed. Now run those receipts back." Halfway through the stream, her phone buzzed. Her eyes widened. She ended the live without even saying goodbye. But fans swear they heard her whisper, "I told you not to text me now." So who was texting her? Allegedly, the real father, Rico, local club promoter. Known around Atlanta's nightlife. And guess who's known Rico for years? None other than Stevie J. Word is, Stevie helped Bambi keep Rico on ice. Why? Because more chaos means more storylines, and more storylines mean more checks. Scrappy wasn't having it. He lined up a sit-down interview with a major Atlanta radio station, told producers, "I want 0 edits. He's airing it all." One station insider said, "This ain't a tell-all, this is a take." Meanwhile, inside that Instagram-perfect 2-story house, neighbors say they heard shouting, glass breaking. Someone screamed, "You ruined everything." One source claimed Bambi's sister showed up yelling, "Pack your bags before he sues you for the furniture too." She might be right, because Scrappy's lawyer is already filing emergency motions. Freezing accounts. Securing evidence. Trying to protect every dime before it gets shuffled into her mama's bank account. Even Bambi's brand deals are turning. One major hair extension company erased her from their website. Deleted every collab post. Gone. And Mama D. Oh, she turned into an FBI agent overnight. She held up her phone on live and said, "Look at this mess." A DM from Bambi. 2 a.m. Meet me behind the hookah lounge. No cameras. To a contact labeled Rico Club. Fans went wild. One comment read, "Mama D, the real Mona Scott Young. Hire her now." And Bambi. She tried to clap back with a 10-second story. Her getting a facial, captioned, "Can't mess with what stays flawless." But nobody was buying it. Meme pages had a field day. When the DNA test says you just lost the bag, one caption read, 500,000 likes in 2 hours. In 2 hours. Rico. He panicked. One YouTuber dropped blurry footage of him outside a club yelling, "Man, I ain't the daddy." That's cap. But 10 minutes later, another blog posted texts from Rico's group chat, him bragging, "Scrappy too busy touring. I been knew that baby mine." Included in the screenshots, a Cash App payment to Bambi's old number. Game over. Meanwhile, even celebs joined the drama. K. Michelle tweeted, "Ain't no lace front strong enough to hide DNA receipts," and Rashida liked a meme that said, "Scrappy fumbled the music, but secured the paternity test." Respect. As social media burned, Scrappy's legal team got sharper. Court insiders confirmed, emergency hearings are underway. He wants full custody. He's locking it down. TikTok. Lit up with a new trend. The Dr. Deanna Challenge, where people act out fake paternity reveals with pets, best friends. You name it to sing. Scrappy's real quote: "I got the papers. I got the tapes. And I got tired of pretending." And, while Mona tries to salvage the season, Bambi's camp is scrambling to do a tell-all sit-down, but the fans, they don't want tears. They want truth. Because this wasn't just reality TV gone wrong. This was a man fighting for his dignity, a woman cornered by her own lies, and a baby caught in a war of betrayal. And we're only halfway through the receipts. Scrappy was just getting warmed up. Because when a man's been dragged, mocked, and used for a storyline, sometimes the only thing left to do is burn the whole script. He wasn't going to let Bambi play victim while he sat silent. He wasn't going to let fake captions and filtered tears define the truth. So what did he do? He planned a press conference, not for TV, not for clout, for clarity. He rented out a small no-frills event space in downtown Atlanta. No glitz. Number, VH1 cameras. Just him, a mic, some manila folders, a few lawyers in stiff suits, and one banner in bold black letters. The truth don't lie, but people do. That alone broke the internet. Before he even stepped to the mic, the block outside was jammed. Fans, gossip, bloggers, TikTokers filming, and even a few verified blue checks holding their phones steady, ready to livestream history. Front row. Mama D dressed like a mix between a church deacon and a mafia don, fanning herself with a rhinestone-covered paper fan, sipping Hennessy from a solo cup like royalty. When Scrappy walked in, the room went dead quiet. No music, no intro, just raw tension. You could hear the hum of every live stream running, and Mama D's ice cubes. He stepped to the mic, took one breath, and said, "I owe y'all this. They made me the clown, the storyline, the fool. Now I'm giving y'all the truth." He held up the first manila folder, opened it, and read the results. DNA paternity test, negative. Gasps, screams, cameras shaking. One woman outside fainted, another dropped her phone screaming, "Not my man." Scrappy dropping receipts like Beyoncé drops albums. Inside, Mama D stood up, hollered, "I knew it," and clapped like the Super Bowl just ended. She grabbed the folder, held it above her head like Simba, and shouted, "This is my DNA now. This family back in order." Scrappy wasn't done. He pulled out his phone, hit play, and let the room hear the voice of the woman they all thought was innocent. Bambi's voice giggling, whispering, "Long as Scrappy don't know, we good? Rico gone, keep quiet." He's scared of Mama D anyway. The room erupted. You could hear people shouting, cussing, some crying. Mama D screamed again, "That heifer played my son for a fool." Then, like the final blow in a heavyweight match, Scrappy pulled out another folder, slapped it on the podium, and said, "She ain't just lie about the baby. She lied about the money." According to the folder, Scrappy's team had found a trail of appearance checks and influencer payments Bambi had been funneling into a fake LLC under her sister's name. Fans in the back screamed like they were in church. One blogger yelled, on TikTok Live, "That's a federal setup. This about to be a Rico case for Rico. Let's talk about him." While Scrappy was delivering fire at the podium, Rico was spotted at Atlanta's airport, hoodie up, shades on, moving like a man who knows his name just went viral. But word is, he tried to bribe an airport worker for a private exit. One fake TMZ cousin blog caught the footage. A fan tweeted, "Someone tell Rico Mori ain't filming today. It's too late, King. Run." Meanwhile, Bambi, ghost. Rumor is, she locked herself in her sister's apartment and turned her phone off after Scrappy went live. But even silence couldn't stop the damage. Her last brand deal dropped her. A high-end hair company posted a statement. "We stand for authenticity. We do not support deception, fake families, or hidden fathers." Another skincare brand didn't say a word, just unfollowed her, and posted a meme of Maury holding a test result. Petty level. Legendary. Fan pages flooded timelines with memes. One viral clip showed Bambi crying at a reunion while Scrappy rubbed her back, with the caption, "When you crying 'cause you lied, but the check's still clearing." Over 2 million views in 12 hours, and then came the wildest twist yet. Mona, Scott Young herself stepped in. Behind the scenes, she was scrambling. Rumor has it she's pitching a brand new spin-off called Love and Hip Hop, DNA Wars. A full season, reunion style, exclusive access. But that's not all. Insiders say Mona is offering big reunion checks to anyone who shows up. Scrappy, Mama D, Rico, even Bambi if she dares. She's trying to beat Zeus Network to it. And sources say she's worried some YouTubers already got the raw tapes. As for Bambi, she's trying to negotiate a redemption-style tell-all. Her angle: I was manipulated by the people around me. I didn't want to break Scrappy's heart, but the public, they ain't buying it. The top comment under her last selfie said, "Sis, the truth broke itself. And so did you." And Scrappy. He's flipping the pain into power. At the press conference Q&A, he announced something major. "I'm filming a docuseries about betrayal, about fatherhood, about how a man rebuilds after getting played on national TV." He looked dead into the camera, winked. "Y'all think I'm petty now? Wait till the bonus footage drops." One of his lawyers told a blogger he's exploring civil charges, fraud, emotional manipulation for financial gain. And in Georgia, that's no joke. There's a law that might let him sue for marital fraud, especially if she profited while lying about paternity. Karma with a law degree. And who's sitting in the background, sipping wine and laughing like a Bond villain? Mama D. She posted a boomerang from a fancy restaurant, captioned, "Sometimes the trash takes itself out, baby." Her comments section: legendary. So now, Atlanta's messiest family just flipped the script. Scrappy went from broken to brilliant. Mama D became an internet queen. Rico might need witness protection. And Bambi, she's still missing in action. But the streets, they're still hungry. They want raw footage. They want that reunion fight. They want the uncut confessionals, the FaceTime clip, the argument in the kitchen, and every TikTok she never meant to go viral. And it ain't over. Because rumor is, there's another voicemail from Bambi's sister, begging Scrappy to keep the real off the internet. Spoiler, he's not going to. Not this time. This man was made a meme. Now he's rewriting the narrative. He was the punchline. Now he's the headline. And Bambi, she might be working on the longest apology post-reality TV has ever seen. But the truth, it already went viral. So now we ask, are you still Team Bambi? Or has she officially lost her crown as the queen of manipulation? Did Scrappy just pull off the greatest comeback in reality TV history? Or does he have more secrets tucked under that hoodie? And Rico, should he step up and claim the baby? Or keep hiding behind club flyers and Cash App screenshots? Drop your wildest theories in the comments right now. Who leaked the tapes? Was it Mama D? Was this all Mona's secret plot for ratings? And do you believe Bambi's next move is redemption? Or is she about to ghost the entire internet until the fire cools down? One thing's for sure. We're not done here. Not by a long shot. Because the whispers haven't stopped. The tea hasn't cooled and the leaks. Oh baby, they're just getting started. There's hidden footage from that infamous girl trip. Audio clips buried in deleted iCloud accounts. A FaceTime screenshot from Bambi's glam room, and even a production assistant who swears Mona begged him to delete a camera roll file labeled "Do Not AIR Bambi Breakdown." And you know we're going to dig that up. Because here, the drama doesn't sleep. The tea doesn't floods, and the truth. The truth never needed a filter. So before you scroll away, do this. Smash that like, if you live for savage receipts. Hit subscribe if you know this story ain't done. And turn on your notifications. Because this is where fake families fall, and the real ones rise. We'll see you in the next expose where the DNA might change, but the drama never does. Never does.